Hi, si Elsie to. Magandang umaga, magandang araw, magandang gabi. Saan man panig ng mundo kayo naroroon sa oras na to, okay? Sa araw na to, ang pag-uusapan natin ay kung paano ang pagpunta sa Amerika, okay? Disclaimer.
Disclaimer, although all care was taken to provide you with the best information, paper processing may change. Please bear this in mind and have a nice day. I take no responsibility for any headaches caused by this guide and all the credit for and successes. Okay, pwede tayong pumunta dito via tourist, via employment, or via family. So, ang pag-uusapan natin is via employment, okay? So, sa pag-apply ng employment-based green card is a 4 process, okay? So, step 1, labor certification at the Department of Labor, okay? Sabi niya dito, so, your U.S. employer sponsor, after the job interview and signing of contract, must apply for a labor certification on your behalf from the U.S. Department of Labor, demonstrating that there are no available U.S. workers for the job offer in the area of intended employment. Right after ng job interview at signing of contract, ang ating employer na siya ring sponsor natin ay kailangan mag-apply ng certification sa Department of Labor para sa atin at kailangan niyang ipakita na ang trabahong ina-applyan natin ay walang mga workers sa Amerika, okay?
This takes 30 to 60 days to be approved. The job must be then posted for 15 days at the employer's work location, okay? The employer must then wait for 30 days to file the file 1 to 140 petition with USCIS. Normally, this first stage takes approximately 3 to 4 months, okay? At this stage, your employer will ask you to sign the ETA form 9089, 2 copies, okay?
Okay. So, dito, ang ating employer ay maghihintay ng 30 days para ma-file ang 1 to 140 petition with USCIS. Normally, ang stage na ito ay 3 to 4 months, okay? Meron din tayong pipirmahan na ETA form 9089 from our employer at ito ay 2 copies, okay? So, ito na ngayon ang ETA form, okay? Once you have accomplished this, mail these 2 signed pages to your U.S. employer so they can file your case with immigration, okay? Step 2, petition for immigration 1 to 140.
Your employer will then file the 1 to 140 with the U.S. Immigration Service, which will evaluate the employer, their qualifications, and the job opportunity. Normal processing time for this stage and the process is 8 to 10 months, okay? But the employer can shorten the time 1 month by paying an additional processing fee called premium processing, okay? This is the point in the processing which the old priority date from your original 1 to 140 petition is assigned to your new case, okay? Now, you can now then check the status of your case by visiting http://www.uscis.gov. Click on the check the status of my case icon, then enter your receipt number, okay?
Okay, dito sa step 2 petition for immigration 1 to 140, normally 8 to 10 months siya, okay? Pero pwedeng ma-shorten kung ang ating employer ay magbabayad ng additional fee which is called premium processing, okay? At this point, ang ating old priority date from our original 1 to 140 petition will be assigned to a new case, okay? Pwede natin itong i-check. Mag-login tayo sa http://www.uscis.gov, okay? Click natin ang check the status of my case icon, then enter natin ang ating receipt number, okay? Kailangan na i-track natin ang ating application or petition as it moves through the immigration process, okay? Well, yeah, keep tracking the status of our case until you will see this form, okay? You will see this page. Makikita natin ito, okay? Keep tracking and then makikita natin itong page na to, okay? Sa page na to, sa page na to, makikita natin na sabi niya, case was sent to the Department of State on October, yung date, okay? We sent your case receipt, okay? To the Department of State for visa processing. Please visit our website for general information on consular processing. If you move, go to www.uscis.gov/address change to give us your new mailing address, okay? Okay, so guys, pag nakita mo na ang page na to, this is a good news, okay? It means that USCIS approves the petition, okay? It is now forwarded to the National Visa Center, okay? Sa page na to, makikita natin na may pa-congratulations sila, okay? So, sabi dito, congratulations, you are now at the National Visa Center stage. Wait for the USCIS to forward your case to the National Visa Center for further processing. Forwarding of your case to NVC may take a month, after which the NVC will notify you via email that your case is ready for further processing. Your case number is now changed to MNL if your case was submitted to Philippine Embassy Manila.
Step 3, National Visa Center. If your priority date is current, the National Visa Center will issue a fee bill, okay? To check if your priority date is current, please refer to U.S. Department of State Visa Bulletin Board, okay? The National Visa Center will then issue a fee bill to the employer and request the submission of the documents required in order to process the case of the consulate. This normally takes approximately 1 to 2 months to complete. Before your employer can pay the visa fee bill, you will be guided in the filing of DS-261 advising the NVC that your employer or representative acting as your agent, okay? This will allow them to drive the process and assist you with your documentations. If you do not first designate them as your agent, your employer or representative cannot pay your fees nor guide your documentation from there. You will be then asked to log on at https://ceac.state.gov/form/ to access the portal. Okay. You will be provided by your employer with the login information as this from them. You will be provided by your employer with login information, so ask this from them. Okay. If your employer or representative has prepared the DS-261 on your behalf. Review the form and make sure everything is correct. Okay? Review that your name is spelled exactly how it appears in your passport. Selected physical address that is correct. Active email address that you can check frequently for any communication from the NVC or your employer. Active email address that you can check frequently for any communication from the NVC or your employer. You must click next at every page in order for the form to proceed to the next page. You will get to the end and you must type in the code, then click the button to sign and submit. At the confirmation page, select that you want to send an email confirmation to your representative. Know the email address. You will get an email PDF receipt as well as your representative. This is how they will know that you had completed the DS-261, okay? Your employer will now pay the visa fee bill of $405 and will ask you to make sure your visa screen is up to date. Keep tracking the status of your case by logging on https://ceac.state.gov.for http://ceac.gov/for/ okay, providing the login details provided by your employer. Make sure that the status turned to in progress. If it says not started, ask your agency employer representative which paper you might be lacking. DS-260. You must have passport in hand to complete the form, okay? Review your forms. When everything is correct, log back on and put your electronic signature on the forms or submit the form, okay? The status of your form application should now change to completed, okay? You will then receive an email regarding your DS-260 confirmation. Do not forget to print this out and bring during your interview. Without it, you will not be allowed to be interviewed, and the nearest internet station costs very expensive, okay?
This is now your DS-260 confirmation. Don't forget to print it out and bring it during your interview, okay?
After that, prepare now the following original documents and translations and submit it to your representative employer. 1. Color copy of your passport, color copy of your passport identity page. 2. Original birth certificate. 3. NBI clearance. 4. Police clearances for any countries you have lived for 6 months or longer. You do not need one for the Philippines. 5. 3 passport style photos with a white background. 6. Marriage certificate if applicable. As a reminder, your case may move fairly quickly through the case immigration processes. If you have not completed IELTS or renewed your visa screen, your case may get complicated. I therefore encourage you to complete all credentials tasks as quickly as possible. Now wait for the papers to reach NVC and wait for your interview appointment letters. It may take 30 days for the appointment letter to be sent to your email, and you will go to U.S. Embassy Manila to attend to your interview if your case is MNL, okay? Preparing for your interview. Medical exam is one of the requirements for interview. The medical examination is done only at St. Luke Medical Center Extension Clinic. It takes 2 days to finish the medical examination. Therefore, I am encouraging you for your medical exam at least 4 days before your scheduled embassy interview. Before going for your medical exam, it would be better to register online. Go to http://www.slec.index.php number and do online registration. It will save your time. Requirements for the medical exam: 1. Valid passport. 2. 1 photocopy of passport biographic data page. 3. 4 pieces recent 2x2 visa photos. 3 for submission to the U.S. Embassy and 1 for the clinic file. All photos must be identical. Write the applicant's complete name at the back of each photo. The U.S. Embassy requires you to bring the 2x2 photos for your visa issuance. For interview letter from the National Visa Center or visa interview appointment confirmation from the embassy. Principal applicant, original and 1 photocopies. Derivatives, 1 photocopy. If the interview letter or visa interview confirmation was received via email, print 2 copies for the principal applicant and 1 copy for each derivative. For applicant who registered online, 2 copies of the online registration confirmation form. Applicants who did not register online are required to provide the name, address, include the city, state, and zip code, contact number, and email address of their petitioner in the USA. Important reminders: while female applicant of childbearing age can undergo the medical examination during their menstrual period, it is likely that the full examination cannot be conducted. To avoid delays, applicants who have their menstrual period may choose to reschedule their appointment for 1 week after the last day of their period. Okay? Medical examination fees. Bring cash only. Card, checks are not accepted. Okay? The medical examination fees is included of vaccines. Okay? Also bring black pen, not sign pen, water, crackers, tissue paper, jacket, because it's freezing cold inside, book to read or anything to keep you awake, long waiting time. Eat before going for fasting is not included in the medical exam. Remember, your first and last day of menstruation, it will be asked over and over. Bring your vaccination card, record if you have. Bring your cash payment of medical. No card is accepted. Bring hair tie, you will need it during the X-ray procedure. Bring total of 4 ID, 2x2 ID pictures. Please refer to picture guidelines instead of 3. What to bring during the interview. Appointment letters. The interview appointment letters you receive from the NBC. DS-260. You will not be allowed to enter the vicinity without this. Passport. For each applicant, an unexpired passport valid for 6 months beyond the intended date of entry into the United States. Photographs. 2 identical color photographs for each applicant, which must meet the general photograph requirements. Medical exam results. If the panel physician gave you sealed envelopes containing each applicant's medical examination results, please bring those unopened envelopes. Some physicians send the medical examination result directly to the U.S. Embassy or Consulate. Original and supporting documents. Original documents or certified copies and a photocopy of each document with the exemptions of your passport and photographs are required for you and each family member applying for a visa, as explained in the interview preparation webpage. The NBC will forward your application and any documents you send to the NBC to the U.S. Embassy or Consulate prior to your interview. You must bring all your original forms documents with you. Your original documents will be returned to you when the interview has been completed. The photocopies will be kept. English translation. If documents requiring English translations were not sent to the NBC, you must obtain them and present them on the day of your interview. For more information, review interview preparation and original documents. Visa fees. If your visa application fees were collected by the NBC, you do not need to pay again. However, if you or any family member did not pay all the necessary fees, you will be asked to pay unpaid fees at the U.S. Embassy Consulate. So this is original and 1 photocopy of visa screen certificate. Okay, original and 1 photocopy of visa screen certificate, diploma, licenses, transcripts, ball pen, jacket.
Okay, so eto na. Once our papers are approved, we will be directed at the releasing section window where we will tell courier to go where they will send our visa pack. Normally, it takes 7 to 15 working days, okay? So, eto na ang visa pack natin, okay? Kung paano siya buksan, eto, may illustration dito. 1, 2, 3, 4, okay? Pero before I end, gusto kong mag-shout out sa mga following vloggers, okay? Shout out to you, Dondon in Canada, for giving me this topic and suggesting me how to do it. And shout out to you for your selfless act to come back and lead again the United Vloggers. Shout out to you, poor Joker, for your calmness and patience. And shout out to each and every one of you who choose to remain standing and keep supporting each other even during difficult days. Shout out to you, Bossing and me, Tingbaoen. Shout out to you, Nick Fahermo. Shout out to you, Judeslyn Pardelo. Shout out to you, Malu Milano. Shout out to you, Simply Lane. Shout out to you, Jaren Channel. Shout out to you, Adamuel Yarso. Shout out to you, The Kahanap TV. Shout out to you, Dyson Wang. Shout out to you, the Ryans. Shout out to you, Shui Zhuang. Shout out to you, Grateful Goro. Shout out to you, Lady Z. Shout out to you, Mill TV. Shout out to you, Arnels TV. Shout out to you, Vernie Sabordo. And shout out to you, Cha Olivar, for continuing to support the group even after you left. Shout out to you. Again, shout out to everyone. Shout out, shout out.